call the meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Affordable Housing Trust to order at 8:47. Morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. And we just have one item, which is the appointment of the Affordable Housing Trust representative to CPC. So I will open it up to discussion or thoughts or comments.
I'd like,
Go ahead, Al.
I'd like to nominate Ellen Myra as our appointee, subject to her resigning her at-large seat.
Is that a motion, Al?
Yes.
Seconded.
Okay, great. Any discussion?
So, Ellen, if I understood correctly, you're going to resign your at-large seat, and you're going to be reappointed for like a fresh term, so to speak, as the trust representative.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my understanding. I don't know what the process is to resign, if I need to send a message to somebody. But yes, that's my understanding.
What you should do is hopefully before Tuesday, go to the clerk's office and with a letter just saying you resign your at-large seat, and then get sworn in. Doug, assuming we vote in the affirmative, would you please send Jim Hagerty just a note saying that we are appointing her and that she'll be resigning her at-large seat?
Yep, I can definitely send Jim a note this morning.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I think I think we should make it a 2-year term, or rather, it should coincide with your term on this committee, which I think goes through June 30th, 2026. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, I think we yes. So I guess the motion would be that we would appoint Ellen to our seat on the CPAC for a term to expire on June 30th, 2026, subject to her resigning her at-large seat on the same committee.
So that's great. And we are the appointing body. Is that the correct? Not the select board?
Yes, we are the appointing body based on the new bylaw.
Okay, so this motion therefore is the appointment.
Yeah,
I take it. Okay, so that's seconded.
Okay, great. So I have appoint Ellen to CPC through June 2026, with her also resigning her at-large seat. Awesome. All right. All in favor? Al?
Aye.
Ellen?
Aye.
Jesse?
Aye.
And Doug is aye. So that passes in the affirmative. Great. Do we want to talk about schedules? So Al, you think you were saying there's a CPC meeting next Thursday night, right? Which we're going to be before as a committee.
We can either go as a committee, or you can or hopefully you could just go and represent us.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm available next Thursday night, so I can definitely do that. Let me ask this. Do I have to post for a meeting if more than 2 of us are there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will post for that, because Ellen, obviously you will be there, and then I will be there, and then I don't know, Al and Jesse, either of you are planning on attending as well? More just out of curiosity.
I'm not planning on attending.
Okay.
So just I think I'm a little curious. Are we talking about February? Confused. We're talking about February 6th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have a meeting for this committee in my calendar, my personal calendar.
No, this is the CPC meeting. So I think, Jesse, we have our application before them. So I think it's us just speaking to the CPC about what Al had forwarded to the member of the mission statement for the use of funds.
I will not attend.
Okay. Okay. All right, great. And then do folks want to talk about, I mean, I'll have to loop in Paul afterwards, but do we want to talk about setting up? We don't have any other meetings set up yet on the calendar. I'm assuming we want to keep this conversation going on the property we've been discussing. So do we want to look at maybe the 13th of February as a potential meeting date? Or I don't know if anyone has any thoughts, or Al, I know you want to try to get together sooner, but
Yeah,
just throwing it out there.
I'm out.
Feb. 13th.
I'm out from the 12th through the I think it's the 16th. So I'm not in town.
Okay. I could meet the 11th, which is a Tuesday night, or we can always do the week after too, but we'll defer. I don't know, Ellen or Jesse, what your schedules are looking like. I can do this by email too, but figure at least try to get some dates that might work.
The 11th is fine with me.
Sorry, what day, Ellen?
The 11th?
So the problem with that is I have planning board the night before, and that's going to be like a very long meeting. So I'm not sure that I am going to have the bandwidth to meet on the 11th. But please feel free to proceed. I mean, if you can get a quorum, Doug, on the 11th, it might make sense to proceed, and I'll
Okay.
catch up.
Okay, and then maybe just have a second date in mind, because Paul's obviously not on the call either. Does the 20th of February work? Although that is school vacation week, but I will.
That works for me.
Yeah, I'm around.
Me too.
Okay. All right. Well, what I'll do is I'll send an email to everyone, and and then Al, in terms of timing, I mean, is the 20th okay for us to continue the executive session, or should we try to go on the 11th, and understanding Jesse won't be able to join, assuming Paul's available?
Yeah. I don't know what other people's time, we can also do this by Zoom.
Yep.
If there's, during the day, if that's more convenient for people.
So
Yeah,
more just
like
go ahead. Sorry. Go, Jesse.
So I was going to say, to Al's point, on February 6th, if we do something on Zoom before 3:00, I could do that. I'm fairly open that day during the day.
So I could
depends
do.
on-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I could do something early. The rest of the day is pretty full for me.
That day is shot for me. I've got two other I could conceive I've got two other meetings that day, unfortunately. How would you guys feel about that Friday, the afternoon of the 9th, or excuse me, the afternoon of the 7th?
Not available the 7th.
You guys are letting your work get in the way of meddling with town affairs.
You ain't kidding.
Um,
I'm available the 7th, more or less.
Yeah, if that works for everyone else, you can go ahead with that.
what about, hang on here. Monday the 10th during the day. That's your planning board meeting.
Yeah, that's shot.
The morning of the 12th, I'm on an airplane late in the day on the 12th, but the morning of the 12th.
I could do the morning of the 12th on Zoom.
Yeah,
Yep, me too.
I could only do 10 a.m.
That works for me.
10 a.m. would work for me if that works for you guys.
It does.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna tentatively say 10 a.m. I'm gonna have to make a note of this. On the 12th, we'll do it by Zoom. I will check in with Paul to see if it works for him. Okay. All right, we'll start with that, and then if that doesn't work, we'll continue by email to find a time, maybe Al, after you're back. Kind of seems like that's probably going to be the best option.
All right.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, I think that was all the topics we want to discuss today. Do I have a motion to close the meeting?
I move to adjourn.
Second.
All right, now second. All right, all in favor? Al?
Aye.
Ellen?
Aye.
Jesse?
All right.
And Doug is aye. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. I will get an email to Jim Haggerty this morning, and then, I'll email around for the meeting on the 12th at 10 a.m. and we will go from there.
All right.
Thanks. Have a good one, folks.
Yep.
Awesome.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Thank you.